What's up, YouTube? Rob bringing you some more Tigers franchise here in MLB The Show 17, and we are in Game 6 of the World Series. And if the Tigers pick up another win here in this one, then we win the World Series for the second season in a row. Also against the Nationals, as I've mentioned a few times, that we will be repeating as World Series champions. We have David Price, our ace, on the mound to try and close things out here in Game 6. We're going to see the Tigers' defensive alignment, same as it's been for pretty much this whole series. And we're going to be facing the Nationals and Steven Strasburg, but we'll see him a little bit later. So Denard Span leading off, we strike him out. Just one quick out for David Price. Rendon will fly to right field. Piscotty at the warning track almost catches that for the second out. So two quick outs. That'll bring up Bryce Harper. 1-2 count. And the pitch will be grounded past Rizzo at first. That will be a 2-out single for Harper. Alright, so Nationals not going down without a little bit of a fight as we see the replay. Right, Ian Desmond up now, 1-2 count. And that'll be a base hit pretty much in the same spot. So there'll be runners on first and second. And we actually almost throw Harper out there, but we didn't. Right, Wilson Ramos up now will be a fly ball to right field. Piscotty chases after it and gets that. So after two out singles for the Nationals, nothing doing there. Bringing up the Tigers. David Dahl with a base hit up the middle to lead things off. Good start. Bottom half of the first for the Tigers here. The leadoff single. Alright, Iglesias up now. He's going to bunt Dahl to second. He'll probably could have stolen it, but that's alright. We do a sacrifice bunt. Brings up Cabrera now. 2-1 count. And that will be hit to right field. We're not going to send all. We're not going to test the arm of Harper here. It's still early, so we could still get this run across. And there is only one out. So we're not going to risk anything at this point. So it's going to be a base hit in front of Cabrera by Rizzo. Dahl will score. Miggy will get thrown out going to second, actually. So that's the second out, but we do push across our first run here on an RBI single from Rizzo. That'll bring up Cespedes now with 1-1 count. Hits a base hit up the middle. This Tigers offense coming out early here. Last time we faced Strasburg in Game 1, that was not the case at all. Alright. Steven Piscotty, the right fielder, up next. 0-2 count, and that will be driven to left center field. And Span almost messing up there, but he catches it for the second out. Tigers push across a run on 3 hits to conclude things here in the first. Alright, top of the second now. Runner on first. Mark Reynolds up. 0-2 count after that fastball in. And that will be a strikeout of Reynolds here. Yet another strikeout from David Price. And another one following that to Espinoza, now looking. You see the postseason bracket there. Right, next batter flies out to center field. Dahl ranges over to his right a bit. Catches that one, no problem. Right, so pitching and the offense for the Tigers. Pretty solid through inning and a half, and that is crushed. A solo shot from Peter O'Brien to lead off the bottom of the second, and that will be a 2-0 Tigers lead here early. Rookie catcher hitting a line drive, no doubter, to right field. Tigers fans ecstatic about that 395 feet. That was hit really hard and really fast as we see the replay. Strasburg left that pitch a little bit too far up in the zone, and we all know what Peter O'Brien can do with a high fastball, or high pitch in general, especially against right-handed pitching. Kinsler up now, following the solo home run. Drives that to center field, not deep enough. Span is under it for the out. Alright, Aaron Judge up now with 2 strikes. Still 1 out, and strikes out, swinging on the curveball low and away. Not what Judge wanted to do there, but that is alright. Back to the top of the lineup now. Dahl singled in his first at-bat in the first inning. Swings at that fastball from Strasburg. It's really right there. Alright, next pitch. And that'll jam Dahl, pop it up to third and down under it for the out. And that will retire things here in the second. But we see the replay of Peter O'Brien's leadoff home run, giving the Tigers a 2-0 lead through 2 innings. Right, bottom of the third, Iglesias leads things off with a base hit up the middle. The top half of the inning, David Price set down the Nationals lineup really quickly, so there's no need to show that. 3-1 count to Cabrera now, with Iglesias on first, still nobody out. And Miggy will draw a walk. That'll be runners on first and second for Anthony Rizzo. He will hit that to deep right center field, but not deep enough, and right into the glove of Span. But we're going to advance the runners, and are we going to get thrown out? No, we're going to be safe, as Unknown struggles to keep a hold of that. So we get a little bit lucky there. Runners in scoring position for Cespedes, who is going to strike out. So that'll bring up Piscotti. He's 0 for 1. See what he can do with the 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And that will be hit down the third base line. Iglesias will score. We're going to send Miggy as well, and that will be a 2-run single for Stephen Piscotti. So that'll be a 4-0 Tigers lead. The rookies so far coming in clutch with these runs. Peter O'Brien, a solo shot last inning. 2 runs from Piscotti right here. Peter O'Brien up again. We just mentioned 2 seconds ago that he had a solo shot last inning. But he flies out down the first base line in foul territory to end that. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Tigers so far through 3 innings. Top of the 4th. David Price still dealing, getting Ian Desmond to strike out looking. There'll be a base hit off the leg of Price. Let's hope he's okay. Tries to recover. Runner is safe. Looks like Price is okay. I believe this is either the first or second time he got hit with a pitch right back at him, but he's alright. And the next batter will get a base hit here. That'll be a double. Get the ball back in quickly, so it's runners on second and third. And so things kind of going south here for Price. See if we can get out of this. Denard Span up now. He's going to line that to left field. Cespedes under it. Are they going to test his arm? They will. And they are going to score. The other runner will get to third, so it'll be a 4-1 Tigers lead now after that sacrifice fly. Rendon up now. Going to hit that to short. Runner will score. Iglesias throws on to first, so it's the second out. Right, that'll be the second run for the Nationals here. Bryce Harper up next. 2-2 count, and that'll be a ground ball to second. Kinsler to Rizzo to end the inning. Nationals push across 2 runs. Tigers still in the lead, 4-2. Right, bottom of the 5th. 0-2 count to Iglesias. Thought that was going to be a base hit, but Span chases after that for the first out. Cabrera first pitch right up the middle. And so that's 2 quick outs for the Nationals. Good rebound. And that will be a base hit. Yep, that will be definitely a base hit now for Rizzo as it's over Span's head. 2 out. Double for Rizzo, finally getting on base here in this series. Hasn't been doing that too much. Right, that'll bring up Cespedes, who just gets under that a little bit too much. Pops out to first. Reynolds is under it, no problem. Strasburg gets out of any potential trouble. Peter O'Brien up again. Grounds out to short. Nothing doing there. Right, Kinsler up and strikes out on the high fastball up and in. And that will end the inning there. Top of the 7th, Price still in. Serves up a leadoff single up the middle. The overthrow, Iglesias there getting the ball back in. Base hit for Reynolds. Espinosa up now. That will be a base hit. Nope. Cespedes will be right under it. Almost falls over. Next batter will hit a dribbler in front of home plate and will be safe with an infield single. That will bring up Denard Span. 1 out, runners on first and second. That'll be a ground ball past Kinsler. That will load up the bases for the Nationals. As we see the replay. Rendon up, bases loaded, still 1 out. First pitch strike. Go, same general spot, and that'll be a base hit. It'll be 4-3 Nationals. Runners not advancing any further. Still bases loaded for Bryce Harper now. Harper 1 for 3 on the evening so far. Just the person the Nationals would want on the mound in the bases loaded situation, down by a run. Hoping for a ground ball double play to get out of this inning. Harper swings and misses badly on the changeup low and in, 0-2. Next pitch, cutter, fouled off. Stick with pitches low and another changeup. Harper barely makes contact with that. Next pitch, and that will be a curveball low and inside. Gets Harper looking for the second out. It's a huge out for Price and the Nationals, or Price and the Tigers. Sorry. Right, Desmond up now. Price starting to get a little bit tired. Forcing fastball low and in for a strike. Go with the curveball again, and we get Desmond swinging on, or Desmond looking on the curveball. Getting a little bit too excited. I'm messing up my words here. Price works out of any further trouble here with bases loaded. As we watch that very, very clutch strikeout here. We move on to the top of the 8th now. Darren O'Day, clean shaven and all, coming in here in the 8th, as you see what he's done so far in the playoffs. Wilson Ramos leading off. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Darren O'Day with his very nasty slider, sinker, and fastball combination. Ramos fouls that one off, 0-2. Slider barely fouled off. A ground ball to third. Cabrera takes care of that for the first out here in the top of the 8th. Jason Worth up next. That sinker was a little bit too high. Not where we wanted it. Worth could have easily made us pay as we go for a fastball up and away. Let's go back low. A little bit too low there. Worth lays off 1 and 2.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Slider just missing the lower portion of the plate. And we get Jason Worth looking there on the slider inside. Nationals bring in Justin Morneau to pinch hit. Sinker for a strike. Slider low and away for strike 2. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And that will be a strikeout to retire the side here in the 8th. Top of the 9th, keeping O'Day in here. Trey Turner pinch hitting for the Nationals. Sinker for strike 1. Slider just misses. 1 and 1. Next pitch. That'll be a base hit to right field for Trey Turner. Alright, Nationals not going down without a fight here. Next batter is going to be bunting. And that will not be an out. Things are starting to go south here. We are going to go with 2 Blaine Hardy here, the lefty on lefty matchup. Hoping for better results, and Span's going to be bunting too. Cabrera. Alright, so we get 1 out. There are runners on second and third. So things are starting to go south a little bit here for us. Rendon up now. We are going to go with closer Kelvin Herrera to try and get us out of this messy situation. And Rendon will be bunting too, so that'll tie up the ball game. Rizzo gets the second out. Ball back home plate just in case. 4-4 now, and we hit Bryce Harper partially by accident. We wanted to go inside, not that far inside. Runners out the corners, 2 outs, and Herrera finally gets out of the inning, but not before the Nationals tie up the game. Piscotty leads off the bottom of the 9th with a very big lead-off single. Again, the rookies are coming through clutch here, being most of our offense. Peter O'Brien up next as we pinch run Davis for Piscotty, and that's going to be a base hit. Another very big hit for Peter O'Brien. Things are starting to get exciting here. Tie ball game, bottom of the 9th. Kins are up now. And that will be a fly ball to left field. That'll be deep enough. We're in the advance. Davis to third. Runners at the corners now for Aaron Judge. Right, he's been struggling through most of this series, but with a base hit or a sac fly, he could win this game in the World Series for the Tigers. Let's see what he does with 1 out. He should be fine as long as he doesn't hit a ground ball. That'll be a base hit. Nope, that will be not caught. And Aaron Judge with a walk-off hit to win the World Series in 6 games for the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers repeat as World Series champions. Aaron Judge is the hero in this one. The rookies in general in this game and in the series have been the big performers here, as we see the replay of the game-winning hit. Was going to be a sacrifice fly. We would have won it either way, but that was going to be a base hit for the win. Your Detroit Tigers are World Series champions. We continue to stay on top. 2nd season in a row, defeating the Washington Nationals in the World Series. We're at home this time to celebrate. Peter O'Brien is player of the game for good reason. Okay, I'm practically out of breath here as we see the replay of O'Brien's home run. Oh, this has been one crazy series. Right, replays there. He is 2 for 4 home run and an RBI. I'm at a loss for words here, people. We're going to be celebrating for a 2nd season in a row. Leave a like for the Tigers winning again in the World Series. I think this is starting to become a dynasty now. Congratulations to the champion Detroit Tigers. Again, 2 seasons in a row. This has been one heck of a ride yet again. a lot of ups and downs as we've had. That will conclude things here. Player of the game is Peter O'Brien. We're going to be checking out the postseason stuff here in a second as we see the box score. Alright, we're going to end off here. If you guys enjoyed this video and Season 2, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Next video will be part 1 of the off-season, so we'll get all into postseason business next time. So leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see everybody next time.